The talk show hosts, callers, or their guests, statements, or show topics are not necessary.
I think show 25,
This radio station.
show 23, something like that.
Now,
23, 25.
outside the round table,
Here we go.
with your host H.L. Simon, where we discuss issues that affect us all.
Welcome, good afternoon, and welcome to Outside the Round Table. And I'm your host, H.L. Siler. Like we do before every show, I like to take this opportunity in this moment to take a moment of silence for the over 200,000 loved ones lost this pandemic. So could you at this time please join me for a moment of silence, please? Our prayers also go out to those 6 million people that have been afflicted with the virus and survived. A lot of people having lingering health issues. Our prayers go out to them also. Foremost, want to send a shout out to our first responders. We really appreciate you guys. I know that a lot of times we might feel like we don't. And a lot of times it might feel like we take you guys for granted. But I'm sure everybody knows who the real heroes and sheroes were during this crisis. So God bless you guys and thank you very much. Because y'all had to do this basically on your own. I digress. I don't want to get started, but we appreciate you guys. Thank you guys very much. Everybody ready? Don't get nobody. I say, everybody ready? Let's get to it. Oh, by the way, 6 months, 201,000 people dead. 6 million haven't survived the virus. And like I said, many of which are still dealing with underlying conditions that they haven't even went away. And we had a president that got on TV saying it affects virtually nobody. Are you kidding me? Is this what America, this great land, great country we live in, with the smartest people in the world, is this what we have become? Is this what has become our democracy? Because it ain't no good look. I can assure you, it ain't a good look. And I don't know about everybody else, but I'm outraged about all the corruption that's going on in this administration. Democrats and Republicans. Democrats and Republicans. But this president just said it affects virtually nobody. And we all know, in his own words, in his own voice, on videotape with Bob Woodard, he said it was a killer. Bob, it's a killer, Bob. And is that one too, Bob? I don't know. So he knows. And I professed all along that he knew. I also professed all along that he was doing it intentionally. He was creating chaos intentionally. But I digress. Back to our president, Mr. Trump. This is what we're dealing with in America. This is the time when you ask yourself, this is what they always used to say when Obama was around. Are you better off than you were 4 years ago? Huh? That's one of my questions of the day to the audience, to the listeners. 386-516-8030, 8031. That's one of the questions of the day. Do you think Donald Trump has handled this COVID-19 virus response A, B, C, D? Because he said he got an A. Huh? Y'all ain't heard? He said he can give his administration an A. So that's the question of the day. That's one of the questions of the day that you can call in and talk about. What do you think about that? Because I think y'all know what I give him. Huh? I think I know what I give him. I give him an E and an F for epic fail. That's what I give him. I give him an E and an F, epic fail. That's what I get as president. If you tell yourself, as anybody, because I'm nonpartisan, I talk about Democrats and Republicans. There's a platform for everybody. But if you ask me, if I'm better off now than 4 years ago, I gotta tell you, and I'm not. I'm just being honest with you. That's my opinion. And I'm not. I know one thing, I wasn't wearing a mask 4 years ago. Just a while ago. And before I forget about the mask, you know, I'm gonna go on track for a minute. You know, I went and worked out last night, and this is like the second time that I ventured out, because during this pandemic, one of my friends said, I got a spare tie around my waist, so I started trying to get back in the gym, because I'm really scared to go to the gym, because I'm scared of being around people. But I kept my mask on, and the first couple times there wasn't really that many people in there. But I went last night, and it was a lot of people in there without no mask on. There was a lot of people in there without no mask on. People, are y'all kidding me? There's 28 states right now raging on the uptick. 28. I keep telling y'all, there's things that can't be wished away. Can't be wished away. Can't be wished away. Oh. And still no national plane. What? What you see, Cal? I said, there still ain't no national plan. All the talk about this economy. This economy not doing better. How the economy doing better when people out of work? The economy not doing better, and the virus ain't going nowhere. I'm just being honest, because that's what I promised everybody. I'm gonna come over and give you fact-based information. This fact-based information that you can just go check yourself. Ain't no guru that magically just pulled it out of a crystal ball. All this stuff can be verified. See, we got a demand. First of all, we got a demand. They get a strategy in order for us to get well as a country, huh? They ain't even got a strategy for us. Now you tell me, this man wasn't on tape. They told you it's a killer. Yet he's giving you no plan. And get this. You can get mad if you want. Get this. In my opinion, he's tried to impede plans to help the American people rather than help them. Shh, don't tell nobody. It's a secret. Huh? Only time you see him involve himself, he was exacerbating the situation. Huh? I could be wrong. 386-516-8030, 831. Because guess what? If I'm wrong, you call me just wrong because this is a platform for everybody to talk. Platform for everybody to talk. I ain't trying to say I know it all. I'm just telling you how I feel. What I'm seeing. You might be seeing something else. Because remember I told you we might be in the same game. But you might be in the skybox. And I might be sitting in the end zone. Huh? We're going to see the same game, but we're going to see it different. But you got to respect how I saw the game, just like I got to respect how you saw the game. And I use that analogy. That's how we can use as America to come together as Americans. Everybody's position in life is different, so everybody's life is going to affect everybody different. At the same time, nobody more important than the next person. Huh? Just because you was lucky enough to be born into wealth or whatever, don't mean you know better than me. Just consider yourself blessed and live your life. But don't be blessed and live your life and trying to stop me from living at the same time. Now that's un-American. See, y'all want to holler about what's un-American. That's un-American to me. This guy giving us no plan. That's un-American. I really feel in my heart he don't care about us. And I'm talking about his base too. I'm talking about his base too, especially his base. Just be care about you and knowing what you know, and knowing what you know, he wouldn't be telling y'all to go out there and become these super spreaders that you're becoming. Right or wrong. If he knew that. So we're going to see what the caller got to say. Calling you on the air, this is HL Outside the Round Table. Go ahead. Hello? Okay, hang on. Anyway, I guess we got a bad connection or whatever. But when it comes to the American people, I think he shows time and time again, doesn't care. Now, if I'm wrong, then one time it actually came through for the majority of the people in this country without it being something he did for himself. Huh? There ain't one time. There ain't one time. There ain't one time that he's came through for the majority of the people of this country without it being something in it for himself. Ain't one time. Somebody call and tell me. Some Trump supporter call and tell me. Because you can't. You can't. His own family members have told you he doesn't like to help nobody. Huh? Own family member. Not no Democrat. Not no conspiracies. His own family member. So I got a question. Another question. If you don't like helping people, and you run for the president of the United States, what you running for? The only reason I can see what you're going to be running for would be power and finances. Oh, my bad. Excuse me for thinking that he's running to, trying to make the country, make lives better for millions of Americans and trying to make this country the best country it could possibly be, since he was saying he was going to make America great again. But anyway, so when that happens, it's easy to see what the stock market, it's easy to see what the stock market, while the rest of us was having the worst month of our life in April, was making more money than the stock market had ever made in 32 years up to that time. That's how much money they was making when we was out of stock. And now you got Mitch McConnell and the Senate Republicans not going to vote or try to pass a stimulus package for all the millions of Americans that's out there hurting. And that's a shame. That's a shame. I think that's a national disgrace, and I think that's un-American. Since we always want to holler about un-American, but after he's taking a knee, I can tell you a whole host of things I see every day that's un-American, that go unchecked. Huh? Always the first one to holler un-American at the same time. They're doing the most un-American things you could imagine. Stock market making, he keep talking about the stock market when only really 14% of the people got substantial amounts of stock market. 62% of people got stock. Most of it's 401k. I've been saying a long time ago, that's not a barometer to measure how good the economy doing. You measure how good the economy doing by people, the amount of people at work and the money being spent and flowed in the economy. Not to mention that $600 billion that we still haven't heard nothing about, that needs to go in the economy. While y'all sitting around not trying to pass no stimulus plan for people out here hurting. What's up with that money? Y'all became real quiet with that money. With the investigation into that. With the investigation into him firing inspector generals and putting his people over the money. They were supposed to be going out to get this large corporations anyway. Yeah, that's what you had. Rich people, rich multi-billion-dollar companies with their hand out. They'd rather give it to anybody than to give it to us, the people that's paying the substantial amount of the taxes. I guess I'm sorry. I guess they were too busy worried about ramming another right-wing nominee to sit on the Supreme Court with less than 40-something days left. Never mind the rest of us. They busy trying to ram a judge, a Supreme Court justice do. He ain't got time. He ain't got time to deal with people out here starving with no job and nowhere to pay their rent, nowhere to pay their car note. Don't know where the next meal come from. They ain't got time to be bothered about that. Which leads me to my other question of the day. At least one of them. Do you feel Trump should be able to confirm another Supreme Court nominee with less than 45 days? Agree or disagree? 36516-8030-8031. Because I'm nonpartisan. I just speak the truth to the facts. And listen, this is a platform for everybody. Don't wait till I'm at work or we're on the golf course to bring it and I'm spewing hate for rhetoric when all I'm doing is pointing out what's happening in real time. Like I said last week or the week before, how can I be spewing hate when I'm telling the truth? When is telling the truth becomes spewing hate? Spewing hate is what's going on with this country right now. Spewing hate is what this president is talking about every time he gets in front of a TV camera. That's spewing hate. You know, I'm sorry, it bothers me that people can't see that. I don't care what seat you saw the game in. Because even if you're in the press box watching the game in the VIP section, you still know that you better than somebody else because you up in the VIP box. Huh? I'm just speaking the truth. And that's what this is, a platform for everybody to speak their truth. Your truth might be different than mine. You might think Donald Trump is the greatest thing since sliced bread, but call in and tell me why you think that. Why you feel that way. I'm interested to know why you feel that way. You got valid points just like I got valid points, right? So call in and tell me how you feel. I mean, in order to be passionate about something or someone, it has to be characteristics that attract you, right? So I'm interested to know what are those characteristics that attract you to Mr. Trump. I would like to know what's the attraction. You know, we want to stimulate conversation and while assimilating information. You know what we do here. So just call on in. Don't be scared. Nobody gonna attack you. You gotta get your name up. But while I'm waiting for somebody to call, what I can do is get your HL's view. Bet your HL ain't shot to get his view. Bet your HL ain't shot to get his view because when outside the round table, it's always HL opinion. Always remember that. Not Joy 106.3 FM. No. Everybody know. I say this every week. This is our show. And when I say ours, I'm talking about everybody. Huh? I'm talking about everybody. And y'all need to get engaged. Seriously. I know this kind of program is new, but everybody need to start getting engaged. Because we on show like 20-something now. 22, 23, somewhere like that. We got to vote, we got to organize, and we got to talk. So everybody know what to do, and where to go, and where to be. I'm talking about everybody. Trump supporter, Trump non-supporter. Because in order for us, listen, in order for us to move forward, listen to me, in order for us to move forward as a country, we have got to develop a way to talk to one another. Got to. All the yelling. And white people, it's hard to talk, have a conversation with you when you got a gun. Because now you're still trying to have an advantage. Huh? What's the gun for? You're still trying to have an advantage. This is what I'm talking about. You gotta come to a rally. You gotta come to a rally with an AK for another fellow American. Better save them bullets. Well, save them bullets. When Putin and Turkey and Syria and all of them get together and try to do a coup or whatever they might try to do with the help of Donald Trump, they got him thinking he's probably gonna be the emperor or something. And then when they all go down, they're probably gonna get rid of him or make him their slave too, along with the rest of us. They ain't gonna make us no stake. We're gonna fight for ours. We're gonna fight for ours. Ain't none of that. We want to live. Everybody want to live, but we ain't gonna be none of that. But I moderate this show. We have a platform that everybody can come in and talk, no matter who you support or how you feel, and we encourage everybody to bring that to the table so we can go about this painful task of healing our country. Because let's face it, y'all, it's all our country. Huh? It's all our country. And we should want what's best for our country. Because I keep telling anybody who's willing to listen, we all in this together. We all in this together. That virus don't know no difference between no Republican and no Democrat. Are you kidding me? This gut check time for our nation. We as people have become too complacent, too laid back. But at the same time, we gotta talk to each other with respect. It's hard to respect you when you're showing up with guns. You're in the conversation right now, I don't want to talk to you. Because now you're trying to put the press down. Y'all know the press that's street lingo for, you trying to intimidate me. You trying to act like you finna bully me and intimidate me because you got a big old AK in your hand while you trying to talk to me. What kind of sense that make? What kind of sense that make? You got a big old AK in your hand. So we're gonna see what this caller got to say. Caller, this HL, you're on the line outside the round table. Go ahead.
Yes, I called to tell you you're doing a fantastic job.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
And I love you.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, have a good one.
Okay, you too. But but at the same time, all the Trump supporters. Another question of the day. This been bothering me too. Somebody might be able to answer this one too. Oh, the Trump supporters. Maybe y'all can answer the Trump supporters. I'm quite sure a lot of people want to hear this. All the Trump supporters who out here riding around with Trump flags in your trucks and 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 caravans and stuff. What's this all about? I'm interested to know what's that all about. Hey, y'all do realize all the hooping and hollering and complaining y'all doing and the grouping up, y'all do realize that y'all in charge, right? Y'all do realize that Trump been running the country for the last 4 years, right? Y'all do realize all this that's happening now is happening under Trump, right? Y'all do realize that, right? Because y'all act like y'all don't. I'm trying to figure out what you're mad about. Y'all the one in charge. Y'all the one supposedly in love with this man. So why are you complaining about what we're going through when you're not even saying that to him, but it's because of him? I don't understand that. Maybe I'm on Facebook. Could you please call in and explain that to me? Because I know I ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer. But I got better sense than that. I mean, it just puzzles me why Trump supporters are angry when that guy is in office. And he's supposed to be doing such a great job. I don't know. I know if somebody's doing a great job, you'd be happy. It's like, I clean the house and do the dishes and do the yard and make the beds and have the house spotless, and my wife come home and she start arguing. That's how that feels, same thing. It don't make no sense. If it's your president, what y'all arguing about? Why y'all riding around all aggressive? Why y'all toting guns? If everything's so great, it seems like y'all to be having a good time, smiling. So that's kind of got me perplexed. I don't know about y'all, but that really irks me to see the people that should be blessed, thanking the Lord, how blessed they are to be in the situation they're in. They ain't got to worry about rent, or they ain't got to worry about where your next meal coming from, things of that nature. Huh? Those really are the people you want in Washington. See, this is why I'm against career politicians. Because what happens is, they get in Washington and they become beholden to the lobbies and special interest groups. And what you have, ladies and gentlemen, there lies the disconnect. Because what happens over time, they're pushing bills and policies benefiting special interest groups instead of the people that put them there. Why? Because I feel in my humble estimation and opinion that they got that way because they've been there too long. Huh? Been there too long. 2 terms. And it brings some fresh kids in there. You even gotta be no kids. You can be older adults like myself, who forward thinking, who open minded, who want what's best for the country. You know what my complaint is? I want the best people in the best positions. That's all. Huh? Is that too much to ask? Anybody? I want the best people in the best position. Let me give you one of HL's old examples. Let's say I need a quarterback. I'm going to take the best quarterback, ain't I? Aren't I? Aren't I going to take the best quarterback? Well, the saying goes here. Why would you put somebody over this whole entire nation's critical departments that don't have no qualifications in that field? Thus, in jeopardizing 300-some million people. Huh? Why would you? those positions that take keeping us safe very seriously. Those, Mr. Trump, are the people that needs to be in those positions. Not the people listen to me, not the people that will see the Russians landing on American soil. And because they don't want to upset the president, say nothing while we being invaded. That's how I feel. That's how I feel what's going on right now. Because every time a flag is went up, he done got rid of the person that brought the information. So guess what? Don't you know our enemies see that? So imagine, it's like when you cut the light on and all the roaches scatter. The light's off right now as far as Americans concerned, for our safety as a nation. Our trade secrets are being compromised. Where you got nepotism going on with Jared Kushner going all over to Saudi Arabia selling secrets for billions of dollars. You got a banker going, getting China, getting patents worth millions and billions of dollars in China. All of them cleared to be around classified information. Are you kidding me? This is a disgrace. This man has come in and ruined this country like he's ruined everything else he put his hands on. Why would you think he'd do anything else? And now that he figured that nobody's finna vote for him, he's finna loot the town and burn it as he leaves. That's what he's in the process of doing right now. Probably giving away all our secrets for money as he's going out the door. There's no telling how much malfeasance is went on under this man, this administration here. I can tell you right now, the Department of Justice under this next administration gonna have his hands full. Gonna have his hands full. But we're gonna take a break. We got a break coming up, break time. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. It's HL Outside the Round Table. We'll be right back.
This is Daytona Station for gospel music.
Okay, we back. Okay, we back. I just want to say this. Sincerely, because we trying to get to the bottom of stuff, but listen, I just want to say this. I promise you, I never get mad at you about how you feel, as long as you afford me the same right. Okay? So let's get that out there. So let's get back to why I feel he should not, NOT, not be allowed to appoint another justice to the Supreme Court. I feel he should not be. You know why? Simple. Because these very same people, Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham, Grassley, Ted Cruz, these same people. I mean, this is incredible. The same people can be on TV in 2016 saying that then President Obama should not be allowed confirmation hearing for Mary Garland because it's an election year. Y'all remember that? Because it's an election year. And it was 10 months out, because I think it was in March. Well, we almost 10 days out. You see what I'm talking about? When I always heard about it got to be fair for everybody. That's what I mean. It's got to be fair for everybody. So having said that, there shouldn't be nothing to talk about because you got them same very people saying just 4 years ago that it's a history of not confirming Supreme Court nominees during the election, a presidential election year. That's point blank. That's how we live. That's the code. All of a sudden, they going back on their word? No, not the Republicans. No, you're kidding me. Not the Republicans going back on their word. See to me, when you being two-faced on TV, and they got footage of you, you lose all credibility with me. When you talk about trying to ram a nominee, you lose all credit. I don't want to hear nothing you gotta say. Nothing. Because what you're telling me is that the rules don't apply to you. That's what you're telling me. You're telling me the rules don't apply to me when the shoe is on the other foot. See, one thing we must do in this coming election, we need to elect some leaders. We need to elect some leaders. We need to elect some leaders. Huh? We need to elect some leaders. We need to elect some men, some real men. All these flip-floppers. I ain't even in Congress, but guess what? If you had me on tape 4 years ago saying something, I'm going to stand by that 4 years later, trust me. Huh? I'm going to stand by that 4 years later. Trust me. And that's the scary thing, ladies and gentlemen. That's the scary thing about what's happening with our politicians these days. They flip-floppers, they lie. Because you know why? It's so much money being made now. They ain't studying us. We got to get back to doing our homework. That's why this show is so important. That's why people got to go to outside the round table and go to my GoFundMe account and put in $5 or $10. Everybody got to put in. Everybody got to try to get this country back because we in real bad trouble. And we need this platform. Whether you realize it or not, we need a platform like this to assimilate information so we can organize in the manner we should and in the manner we need to be organized in to vote these people out of office so we can get back on with our lives. Huh? Do we just happen to have see, one thing I tell people all the time, you can't be battle tested and track proven unless you've been battle tested and track proven. See. And what you have is a guy who wasn't battle tested and track proven. He was fake, just like he always had the fake news. He always had about fake news, but he was a fake person. He wasn't a tough guy. He wasn't a law and order guy. How you gonna be law and order when you breaking every law that you can imagine? You see what I'm talking about? We want people that walk the walk, talk the talk, and walk the walk at the same time. Not talk the talk. And when it's time to walk the walk, they freeze. You got Russian MiGs flying all up on our planes. Everybody disrespecting us. You talking about we was laughing stock under Obama. We laughing stock under you. Russia ain't never flew up on our MiGs when Obama was in office. Endangering our soldiers. I bet you if I bet you Obama would have did something if he'd heard Putin had put a bounty on our soldiers' heads. You didn't even mention it to him. After the intelligence agency gave you this information. This ain't no gossip. This our intelligence agency. He know, y'all. He knows. He's complicit. They got a tacit understanding. Trust me. We as a country are living in some very dangerous times. We have a leader who's undermining our government. I mean, he goes off. Who do that? Who does that? He goes off on his intelligence agency, on his generals. He calls his generals the P word. Here's a man who truly is out his depth. What's it going to take for everybody to sit that and try to make moves to get this man relieved of his powers before he gets in a nuclear war or something? I just think it's very dangerous when you have a leader who's undermining the government. That looks like treason to me. I'm serious. Everybody who has come against this man, listen to me. And this is why I fought the news media. Everybody who's come against this man, who's a Republican or somebody in his circle. Don't forget that. Everybody who comes has been a part of his circle. These his people. People he's appointed. See what you see, ladies and gentlemen, is people being pitted against each other at the benefit of a few. Plain and simple. That's what's going on. Plain and simple. We've been pitted against each other so they can make out like bandits. Because listen, I feel based on my observation. And this is my observation. Based on my observation, it's a group of the top 10% of wealthy people in this country, right? Using their wealth to benefit themselves by putting people in place to do their bidding. Huh? Think about it. To me, that's what's going on in this country. To me, that's what's going on in this country. They have nothing to offer, even their base, but fear and hate. It's pure hate. It's pure hate. When create with the President of the United States called Black Lives Matter, the Black Lives Matter movement, a terrorist group. A terrorist group, the President of the United States called Black Lives Matter, a terrorist group. You won't get offended by Trump supporters by calling me and the people terrorists. But when I'm at work, you get offended because I say he's an idiot. He's an idiot. I call a man who lied over 10,000 times in 3.5 years an idiot. Are you kidding me? See, a lot of times their lives are disconnect because one group feel that view is the most superior view. What I'm trying to emphasize is this: we both can have valid points of view because we're basing our positions on where we sit in life. Plain and simple. Right? But you see, what's so important is to talk to each other in a frank manner. And I just feel with 28 states surging, millions of Americans out of work, foreclosures at an all-time high, a Republican Senate who has no intention of helping the American people, I feel we should be addressing the elephant in the room, and that's the virus, not the economy. Because there is no economy without a healthy population. Are you kidding me? But where's the leadership we need? We need to get different people to send to Washington, everybody. Fighters. This Democratic Party needs to be overhauled. Plain and simple. I'm sick of you Republicans running roughshod over us. And by the way, what happened to that stimulus plan? People out there hurt. What happened to the stimulus plan? Y'all got time to argue about the appointment of a Supreme Court judge, but no time to come up with a reliable test where we can get a result in 24 hours, where we can send a man to the moon and back. That's un-American for us not to be able to have a test. You want to talk about what's un-American? So since our leaders who we have elected don't have our back, it looks like we're on our own. It's up to us. And I keep telling you, anybody who will listen, we're all in this together. So listen, everybody put your sandwich down. It's gut check time right now. We got to vote. This is your boy HL. And until next Tuesday at noon, I'm out.
I'd like to thank you for joining me today alongside